Tune in, turn up, it's time to go. Deep talks and a crazy show. It's Toon Along, yeah, you know the name. Big ideas, fun and games. Hit that play, don't miss a beat. This is the podcast where we all meet.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Toon Along. Welcome, it's good to be here. Today we're going to be watching an episode of Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. Season 1, Episode 6. Let's go ahead and cue it up. The episode's called the Dabba Don. So get your episode ready, bowl of whatever you want, and we're going to start right away here in 3, 2, 1, play. We're starting off here. We got Fred Flintstone. Oh, he's not there yet, but I know he's going to be there. Freeway. It said Freeway. There he is. There's Fred. So for those of you guys that don't know out there, Harvey Birdman is it's a comedy. They're basically taking the old Hanna-Barbera show, the Flintstones, the Jetsons, all these different shows from back then, and they're bringing the characters back and poking a little fun at them. They're actually using, a lot of times they'll just make fun of the world of these characters. Like, look at this. Let's see what's going to happen. Because from what I remember, back in the day, Harvey Birdman was always an older show. And, for my age group, I should say. I remember I was in grade 5 when it came out, and I remember the grade 6ers were watching Harvey Birdman. And then next thing you know, they're playing it. We're literally sitting at a table and, just asking like lawyer questions. Where were you on the night of the 12th at 3 p.m.? Just stupid shit. But I just remember that show. That's what I can remember from that show from back then. So, but check it out. Honestly, it's a really good show. They like I said, they take the old characters. Right now, Fred Flintstone's getting, a nice cigar. He's talking to his liar. I remember they made a game, actually, a PSP game. Maybe they might have made a couple other games. I don't remember, but I do remember a PSP game. It was a lot of fun. I think I played the first 3 missions, 3 cases. But it's one of those, enter a room, click on stuff, trigger events, kind of mystery game. Pretty cool, honestly. A nice genre, especially with Harvey Birdman. So, but yeah, Harvey Birdman. I think this show played on Cartoon Network. I'm pretty sure it was Cartoon Network. But just the fact they bring back all these Hanna-Barbera characters. Look, like Fred Flintstone's right now at a strip club, on the phone, on the, on the horn phone, getting a lap dance. It's pretty cool they can do that. I really hope in the future, they, future animators, future creators, come out with the, the same idea with, let's say, like SpongeBob SquarePants or Ren and Stimpy. Or, there's a show called, what's the name of that show? Sorry. Toon something. Anyways, it's like one of those reality shows. Like Big Brother. It's kind of like Big Brother. And they basically live in a house. They talk to each other. There's even profanity, sex. It's funny, and they make fun of characters like kind of like a SpongeBob SquarePants. There's a character called Toot. There's like the hero. There's the villain. There's the all the characters are in there, and they just honestly, it's very raunchy. It's very out there. One of the best shows. I gotta find the name of it. Hold on a sec. We're gonna find it, guys. If I just type, let me see here. So, her name's Toot. So if I type Toot Braunstein is from... Where is she from? Drawn Together. That's right. My apologies. Drawn Together. But you know what else is nice about this show is when you're watching it, you get to see the old animations, because they didn't just take shows, for example, like a show like Sea Lab, Sea Lab Under the Sea, whatever. They redid that show and they made fun of it, right? But they reused the old animation. But they didn't do that in this case. They redrew it, and I think it looks really good. I think it would be pretty cool to see that, with other shows of the same variety. Just do that. Just remake it. Say like He-Man, like right there. Make a new He-Man. Why not? You know what's going to happen, right? They're going to do it. In the future, they're going to bring back the Flintstones the same way they're already bringing back so many other shows. I can only imagine it's going to be mayhem. But here's the thing: there's not going to be any more new content. No, I'm just kidding. There's going to be tons of new content. People love drawing, especially animators. People who love to draw, cartoon artists, Barbera, those kind of folk. They're always going to create. They're always going to want. A guy like Walt Disney making. What was it the other day? I just saw a little. Just a small thing on Cinderella, the way they made the movie. No, not Cinderella. My bad. Sleeping Beauty. Apparently, Sleeping Beauty, it took 6 years to make. Just imagine that. 6 years to make a cartoon. All that effort, all that time. You don't know if it's almost a decade. It's almost a franchise with a sports team, and you're expecting a cup. You're expecting a championship, and if you don't deliver, you don't win, But he delivered. So if you have confidence in yourself as an animator and you're pushing yourself forward, all the best. That kind of looks like Hank Hill from King of the Hill, the police officer. I love that kind of humor. Honestly, it's Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, especially. Can think of other shows. The Brack Show, that's another good one. Space Ghost, From Coast to Coast. Oh, this guy. Me. Is that the guy? Ooh. Yeah. And just think about it. Harvey Birdman's boss is voiced by Stephen Colbert, the great Stephen Colbert. So that's pretty cool that they, he was doing that kind of thing. That's sort of the stitch and thin. I remember seeing Stephen Colbert in another movie. I mean, he's been in tons of things, right? Not to mention this one. Oh, right. He's the judge. He's the judge that's always there. He's the funny. Honestly, he's probably one of my favorite characters in the show. There's always a few characters that do come back. Remember the other guy who has the shrink ray gun? He's always threatening people, pointing at people. I want to shrink you. And then there's the other guy with the mask, the red mask. And then at one point, he's a huge fan of Harvey Birdman. He's got like a huge collection of Harvey Birdman, things. It's Wilma. Wow. Just a blast from the past. How old is this show? When did this show come out? Let's take a look. All right. Yeah, I mean, this show would have been 95. No, not even. 2000. Okay, 2000. 2000. Yeah, that makes sense. No, maybe just before 2000. I remember people talking about this show. Maybe it came out like... maybe I'm full of shit. I have no idea. No, first episode 2000. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Actually, that does make sense. So, 2000. Don't deny the facts. It's Wikipedia. But yeah, I remember the episode with the Jetsons. They're basically... They come into the room... There's they always walk on those pads, those kind of escalators, but the horizontal ones. You just step on them, those platforms. And I remember they get there, the platform's there, and then it breaks down or something, or they go, "Where's your platform?" And they try to get to the desk, and then, takes almost like 30 seconds, but in reality, it took like, I'm saying in the show, it took about 15 minutes, and then they get to the desk, and they're all exhausted. Lazy fucks. Oh, I like that little added play on the bottom there, the VCR play. Actually, my VCR has that kind of play. Yeah, they had cameras back then. Flintstone. How many people out there actually watched the Flintstones, actually liked the Flintstones? Or was it just a show that, appeared on the radar for a certain amount of time, went away, and then you didn't give two shits? Or was it a show that kind of stuck with you? Was it one of those shows that, like the Jetsons? I'm sure if you watched I have this feeling like people who watched the Flintstones obviously enjoyed the Jetsons as well. Right? Because I think I remember them play back to back. It was Saturday morning, right? It was Saturday or Sunday morning they would play. No, I think it was Sunday morning. You had the block on YTV. Sunday morning. Here's the great thing about YTV is Saturday mornings they had, if you guys remember, they had the Wash, right? The Brainwash. And they had... on Sunday mornings, they had another block, but I do remember them having like the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Rocky and Bullwinkle. I remember waking up just to watch Rocky and Bullwinkle. And then Wacky Races. Oh, that's another one we got to do. Wacky Races. But yeah, all these great shows, all these fantastic Hanna-Barbera cartoons need to get the day of light again. And granted, give it to shows like Harvey Birdman to do the job, do the trick. Because Harvey Birdman's funny. It's still funny today if you watch it. It's a hilarious show. And guys, I didn't mention, it's a 10-minute episode. It's not 20 minutes. It's 10 minutes. They're short little bits. That's what Cartoon Network likes to do, especially Adult Swim. Think of Tim and Eric. Those short little bits. You play that, you play this. It's really ADHD. When Fox used to play ADHD back in the day, you're getting a dose of a bunch of things. I could think of Robot Chicken. The list goes on and on. These 10-minute shows, the Brack Show, all these shows. And the formula works. In the span of half an hour, you're exposed to, 3 different shows. I mean, that's great. It's awesome. I mean, span of half an hour, that's watching without commercials. Obviously, there's probably commercials. 15 minutes. What is it? 2 episodes per half hour? 15 minutes each? This little cut is pretty funny. It's got the... I'm sure you guys have already noticed. It's got the mobster. Oh, those guys are from... those are the mobsters. The... what are they called? The Mob 5 or something. Those guys are in Wacky Races. It's cool how they contrast. They bring the worlds together. I can think back. Actually, it wasn't long ago. We watched the Jetsons movie, the one where they go to space, the asteroid in space with those little furry I call them Furbies. They always remind me of Furbies. But yeah, waking up Saturday, Sunday morning, catching a show like this, bowl of cereal. Actually, Sunday mornings was chocolate milk. Put that Nesquik powder. You guys remember that Nesquik powder? Pop open the lid. It was a tin lid. Popped it open. It was honestly, it wasn't that. It was probably more like a dust. It wasn't. I don't know. It probably wasn't good for you back then. Probably isn't good today either. But I'm just saying, back then they probably had more shit in it. And I just remember pouring like 5 scoops, 8 scoops, putting it in the chocolate milk, sucking it out, getting another one, going downstairs, bowl of cereal. When I'm out of milk, take my chocolate milk, pour my cereal, pour some more cereal, and I gotta go upstairs. You know that feeling when you're watching cartoons in the morning and you're waiting for commercial just to go take a piss or just to go take a shit or to get a snack. If you want a nice little snack, you wait for commercial. And a show like this, beautiful. It's a family show. Everybody loves these shows. Sit down and watch these shows as many times as you can every day. And if you guys are watching the episode, I mean, I hope you did. That was pretty good. Nice little background piece. So yeah, guys, that was the episode. That was Harvey Birdman, attorney at law. Basically just poking fun of how the mobster, the Flintstones, they meshed. What is it? The Godfather. They made it look like the Godfather. And they brought back the Mob 5. Or what do they call the Mob 6? Those guys from Wacky Races. Awesome characters. Honestly, Hanna-Barbera has a really nice collection of characters. Just bring them back to life. Why not? You know how they have those posters? You can find the Simpsons posters where they have all the characters of, all the characters in the show that have appeared. It's a huge poster. You have so many characters, probably 500, 600, 700 characters maybe. And then I wonder for Hanna-Barbera, just get all the Hanna-Barbera characters. I mean, there's some odd ones out there. Like you think of Snagglepuss, right? You think of, like I said, what's the C Lab? That's another one. My cousin showed me that one. I remember I went over to his house, and it was C Lab 2021 because I think the original one is C Lab 2020. So C Lab 2021 comes out, and they're revoice acting the entire show, and they're clipping it in different segments to make it funny. And I remember one of the episodes, they're basically or I could be wrong. They may have just redone the animation, but from what I recall, it really looked like it was the old stuff redone. And the same with Harvey Birdman. Harvey Birdman himself, forgot to mention, but Harvey Birdman himself is an actual Hanna-Barbera character. He's a superhero. And when he flies around, he says, like, Harvey Birdman. Let's see if we can find the clip, and I'll play for you. And we can enjoy it together. Hang on a second. Harvey Birdman cry. No, I want the real one. Or maybe, no, his name's Birdman. That's right. My apologies. Birdman cry. No, it's Birdman cartoon. I'm having a hard time right here. Okay, here we go. Hold on a second. It's not like I planned for this. Let's see what happens. I hope I don't get flagged. It's the intro of Birdman cartoon. Let's see. I don't want to fast forward. I mean, it's 30 seconds. Or 50 seconds, or whatever. We can really enjoy this. I just hope he says Birdman. You know what? I'm going to fast forward. Yeah, there it is. Sorry for that sloppy work, but yeah, that's basically it. He goes and says Birdman. And you know what? At the end of the day, I feel like that's a perfect way to end it, honestly, having the Birdman cry. So yeah, guys, go ahead and check out all those different Hanna-Barbera cartoons, the miscellaneous ones, the ones that didn't really, get much spotlight. Maybe if you've seen the characters, you don't know where they came from, or you knew the backstory. You've heard of Harvey Birdman, but you never heard of Birdman, or vice versa. It's fun to check out the whole world. Either way, the originals and the new ones. Same with the old Spider-Man. Why not kick on the old? You know what? I think at one point, I'm going to do the old Spider-Man, the old 60s, 70s in color Spider-Man, the old school one. Same with the old Batman one with the Joker and Batmite. Remember Batmite? Yeah, those are good shows. It's good shit. Honestly, all these old cartoons. It's good to bring it back in the spotlight a little bit. Get a little episode, get a little view. Saturday night. I hope you guys had a good week. I'm hoping this week to get some more cartoons in, get some more content uploaded. Right now, if you go on the channel on YouTube, you can see a whole bunch of commercials. Every day I'm trying to put as many commercials as I can from what I'm getting, for the amount of time I've got to play with them. And yeah, so go check it out. It's a work in progress. And at the same time, check out I haven't been putting many podcast episodes on YouTube right now. It takes a little bit more time and effort, and I've been trying to, put a bit more, delegate a little bit more on other things. But at the same time, you can still catch those episodes if you go to the podcast on Spotify, and it's also going to be on iTunes and all those other platforms. So if you go in the podcast world, you're going to find it. And I feel at the end of the day, it's better to watch it maybe or listen to it on the podcast, because if you're going to put it in your ear and watch the show on your on YouTube or wherever the show's playing, if you're going to watch it, why not just have it as a podcast, and you can put it in your pocket? Why not? You're walking, you don't want to watch the video and waste your screen time. But I'm still going to put them on YouTube at some point, and just enjoy the rest of the content that's coming out, and let me know what you guys think. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and hit a comment if you guys feel up for it. And hope to see you guys in the next episode. And thanks for stopping by. For those who did this long, take it easy, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening. You can find the podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all your favorite platforms. Check out YouTube for retro content. Follow us on Twitter and Facebook, and visit toonalong.com for more info. Support us on Patreon, and we'll catch you next time.
Toon Along, yeah, you know the name. Big ideas, fun and games. Hit that play, don't miss a beat. This is the podcast where we all meet.